viewers, welcome to the Art Bit. In today's edition, we are talking crafts and everything hands-on and hands-made. We're going to be talking to the beautiful Ida Bandawi from the Craft House. Girl, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Good. You look cool.
I do.
I'm looking at the earrings and the outfit. I'm like, oh,
yes,
okay. I didn't get the memo.
All I could do was represent the brand, so I just had to.
Yeah, we love to see it.
Yes.
I'm telling people this is Ida, the Craft House and all that. I want you to just do a proper intro of yourself so that people know you're in the beauty.
Okay, all right, thank you so much. So like you said, my name is Ida Bandawi. I'm the face behind the Craft House.
Yeah.
So usually I do a lot of handmade stuff.
Yeah.
I think like the baskets, the earrings, we can see them in here. So usually I like to do handmade items. So first I started with the earrings, Eros.
Okay.
Yeah, so I would do the earrings. Of course, at first I wasn't really out there.
Yeah, it was just like, well,
yes.
something I do
something
when I can't sleep.
Exactly, on my free time. So I'll do the earrings. When people get them, be like, oh, this is really nice. And then I started slowly expanding, and then that's when I would do the baskets, the bonnets, the scrunchies, and most of the accessories that I have brought here. So yeah.
Interesting. How long have you been doing this, and also at what point did you realize that, oh, this is actually something that people can buy, or this is something that I can actually put out there? Because it's one thing to do something, and it's another thing to feel confident enough to say, oh, someone can actually pay money.
Yeah, yeah, right. So I started quite some time ago, but then I think that time it wasn't consistent until in 2023. I was actually not working at that time, so I had so much free time, and then that's when I started doing it again. So I would make earrings. I would just keep them at home actually. I was just inside, like I wasn't really out there. So some days like my mom would wear the earrings to her workplace, and then she would come back like, oh, people really like these things.
The feedback is insane.
Exactly. And I remember, I think the time that I actually had a lot of feedback from people is when I opened the TikTok page. So I had this other friend of mine who came over with her friend. It was her birthday. And then she saw the earrings. I wore them. And then she's like, you know what? Why don't you post? You just keep them at home. I was like, oh, really? He's like, yeah, you should try doing that on TikTok. And then I tried. I think that was I started in 2023. And then in 2024, I opened like a page on TikTok. And then, you know, it was slowly started growing. And then one time, you know, there's always that one video.
Always that one video that just goes viral. And you're like, oh, okay.
Exactly. So that's when I think I had like so much confidence in doing what I love, and with the feedbacks that I would get from people, oh, this is actually nice, make for me this, and then I would make for them, and then the feedback I was getting was really good, and then that's when I knew, okay, I feel like I have a good talent in this. So that's when I started growing and all that. Now that I'm working, I also told myself like, okay, fine, it's not that because you're working you have to stop doing what you love, so I'm continuing as I also expand.
Speaking of social media, we are in a digital era that like everything has to go through that if you want to make it real quick and also to reach people in a short period of time. I also knew you from social media. I also came across your work
That's
from
really
social
nice.
media.
Okay.
So also, how have you like made sure that you're utilizing the digital space and just making sure that you're keeping up with your customers or admirers? Because some people obviously will be like, oh, I can't wear that, but this is nice work, and they would even like recommend you to other people. How have you been just utilizing social media with your craft?
Okay, like I said earlier, I think the early days I was just keeping stuff to myself until when I started posting more on social media. So I do have like a page on Facebook, I have a page on Instagram, I also have a page on TikTok. So I make sure that every time I post on TikTok, I make sure I post everywhere else.
It's now like / social media manager.
So I have to always keep up, because there are some days where you're like, you don't post a lot. Maybe I can actually see the difference. On days where I don't post, the customer base is also quite low. But when I put myself out there and post a lot, it actually increases my sales, and also people know me more now. So it's actually worked out for me. So it's really good to put yourself out there, especially social media. I feel like most of the youth and everybody else are always on their phone nowadays.
Definitely.
Scrolling on
That's
TikTok.
why you meet them. You can't find them at their homes. You can't go to everybody's workplace and say, oh, these are the things that I'm
exactly. Because like now, because usually I'm at work like Monday to Friday.
Yes.
So when I have orders for people, so I have like a delivery guy who helps me out because I can't juggle all that. So there was one time he asked me like, do you know these people? I'm like, no, I haven't even met them.
They don't even know how I look like.
They don't even know how I look. It's like, oh really? So they trust you with them? And I'm like, yeah, they do. So I think constantly posting, also when I get feedback, I usually also update like on my socials, so people can be guaranteed like, okay, if I am hitting you up or trying to get something, I should know that this is real. Some people have done it before. They have purchased, got their things and loved them. So yeah.
So you're not a scam after all.
Exactly. I'm not, and I don't want to be one.
All right, Ida, I really want to get real quick into your creativity.
Yes.
Oh my God. This is beautiful. This is amazing. You know,
this is really nice.
I'm looking at this and I'm like, I am mind blown. How long did it take you to like, oh, first of all, what do you even call this? No, it's like
okay, so this, okay, I have one here.
Yes.
So this, I call them straw tote handbags.
Okay.
Yes. So I do the work of the chitenje that I've added the inside, as you can see.
Yes.
It has like, you know, it's covered. Yeah, your things will be safe. Yeah. So I collaborate with local artisans who make for me just the base.
Yeah. Okay.
So from there,
the Nkega part.
Yes, the Nkega part. I know everybody knows the Nkega. So when they see it back, they'll be like, "What?"
Yeah.
Yeah. So I collaborate with them, and then they just make me this. I remember the first time that I got it, I didn't actually know what to do with it. And then I just looked at it. I'm like, okay, let me try to add this. I actually made 2 bags. They were the first bags that I made, and then I was like, let me try to post it. And then the moment I posted it, people loved it. Actually, one of the viral videos on TikTok that we went viral was the first time I made these bags. Yeah.
All right. So someone will be looking at it like, oh, that's a nice bag.
Yeah.
But I don't know what's the purpose? Where do I carry it at the beach? Do I carry it at the office? Obviously not. But yeah, like just tell us the purpose of a bag like this. Just also the viewers know.
Okay, fine. Okay, so it's multifunctional. I don't know if I would call it that, but you can carry it at the beach if you're hanging out with the girls, picnic. You know, you can put your stuff in there, and then the ambience, just the look of it, gives the aesthetic. You know,
definitely.
Even at church, I mean, you can carry it.
Why not?
Yeah, it has a lot of space. Your Bible can fit in there. So, however you want to style it, actually can actually work.
Oof, that's so cool. So usually, how long does it take for you to, well, how long did it take you to get your hands on this one and then make it a complete set, like, oh, this one is good to go?
Okay, so it doesn't really take me much time because like for these ones I have to make the chitenje side, so I have a twirling machine, so I have to make them separate, and then I take it back to the machine and then I start sewing it through so that it can have the inside as well. So it takes me about 2 hours to finish.
Okay.
Yeah.
2 hours, but if you're making these many things, obviously it's gonna take you forever.
Exactly.
I am looking at the earrings that you're wearing, something similar to this. Beautiful people. You look cute. Look at you.
Yes, I was like,
okay, this is so cute and beautiful. Also, what was the idea? Like, how did you even come up with the idea of making these into earrings, accessories rather?
Okay, fine. So I actually sold this where I actually collaborate. Like I said, I collaborate with local artisans in Malawi for them to make this for me. So when I went to collect some of the things that he had already made for me so that I can add the touch of whatever I do, I saw he had only made this bottom part. So I just looked at it and I'm like, this would really
can be hanging on my ears or somebody's.
I was like, this can actually look nice. So I was like, yeah, let me try it. So I just told him like to add something and then I'll figure out later on. So I added like the metal part so that it can hang on the ear and style them. So usually I'm wearing my earrings so that people know how they can better style them, because I would be like, no, they're too heavy, but no, they're not. So
look at you getting all pretty with your own supply. Don't get high on your own supply. Looking all pretty and looking cute with your own supply.
Thank you.
It's allowed.
Yes. Thank
All right,
you.
so I'm looking at you as a young lady who is working professionally. What do you do apart from these also?
Okay, so I work with an NGO, World Agroforestry Center, so I'm the administrator there. So it's a full-time job.
Definitely. So you're working a full-time job and also making sure that after work or during, more like your nights are no longer your nights and your weekends are probably not your weekends. How do you balance that up to make sure that you're able to deliver at work as well as you're also managing the craft itself to make sure that you're feeding your clients?
That's very true. That's a good one. So at first, before like the demand was quite high, I would actually do it myself.
Yeah.
Like when I'm back from work, I put the laptop down and then I get on the sewing machine and then I would sew, like maybe if people order, and then I would actually make what they ordered and then I would maybe deliver the next day whatsoever, until the demand was quite high and I couldn't do it alone anymore. So I have like a part-time person, like a tailor. So I had to get another machine so that the person can be helping me part-time. So he doesn't come every day to help me out. So he just come like a few days a week. So I just told him what to do so that if I can do something, he also does something, and then we combine the work. At least we'll be able to give people so that so that the lead time for people shouldn't be so much.
And you end up having complaining clients.
Exactly. So now I always make sure to have like most of my products readily available so that when somebody says they want something, I just pick, pack. It makes my life easier. So I think that's how I balance everything now. Yeah.
Speaking of this type of craft and let's call it a business as well. What would you point? It's not like that common yet in Malawi. You know, for someone here in Malawi, you bring this to them and be like, this is probably the first time I'm seeing this.
Yes, it's always
I've
like
never
that.
seen it before.
Yes,
you know? So I'm looking at it and I'm like, also for you, it should be probably an untapped market that you're throwing yourself into. What would you highlight as the challenges that you're like encountering right now, and maybe just how best are you navigating through it to make sure that you're still alive? And you're still breathing, and you're still sane.
Yeah, you're right. I feel like one of the challenges is also when you involve other people in the business. You know, when you're doing it yourself, you know yourself. Like you know yourself. Like you know, like I'm able to do this and that. But the moment you involve other people, like for me, I involved another person now who works for me part-time, and then I involved another person who does my delivery. So sometimes to them, they might not take it as a priority like you will yourself. So I would say that's the challenge that I do.
I might as well knock off lunch hour.
Maybe they won't meet the targets that you agreed on, or you'd call the bad guy. They'd be like, no, I didn't manage. Maybe he had other things to do. So
like I have people waiting.
Exactly. So sometimes I'm like, okay, as long as I can't do everything myself right now, because I'm also like working somewhere else, I have to exercise patience.
For real.
Because I'm dealing with other people who don't have maybe the same passion like you do. You get? So I think that would be one of the challenges that I face right now.
Well, I'm glad you have the patience. Anna. I would have even just given up already.
Exactly.
So I already have my 9-to-5 job, so I might as well.
So that's the thing. So anyway, we'll go through it. We'll find a way. To balance it.
Amazing. Moving forward, how I've seen already that you're expanding, you're bringing in help, as much help as you can get into your craft in order to make sure that it expands with time. What are your plans? Like, where do you want to see what you do in the next 5 years? If we come back here, sit down again, Ida, it's been 5 years now. What story are you going to tell me?
Wow. Okay. As much as I love how the business is growing now than it was when I started, I still want it to grow more, where I can actually have maybe a physical place where people can access my things. Because I think like when you called me, you asked me where I stay. I told you I stay really far.
Like, I stay really far. The other side of town.
So there's some days where somebody wants something and then they text me, where is your shop located? Like most of people do that. Like,
and you're like, well, about that.
Yeah, where's your shop located? How can I find you? And then sometimes when you mention where you stay, somebody will just like not continue the conversation anymore because maybe of the distance, fuel crisis, whatever.
Definitely.
So I think one of the things I would like to see my brand is where people can easily access a location that's easy for people to get to, or is it like a physical shop where they could just walk in and pick whatever they want? Doesn't matter if they saw me on social media or they're just passing by. Yeah, so I think that's where I would like to see it.
And we are rooting for you.
Thank you.
We want to see you go big. And the sky is not even the limit. We're definitely rooting for you and we want to see more from you.
Thank you.
So as we're wrapping up our chat, I really just want, because we've spoken much about the bags and maybe the bonnets and other things, that the earrings and the accessories that people can see now. But I just want you to take us through quick what you do, like everything that you do at the craft house, because people might put you in a box like, oh, it's just the bags and the accessories, when you might be able to actually do more. So just briefly tell us everything that people are going to find, or whatever services are going to find at the craft house, and how they can also find you, because we've spoken a lot of social media and they're like, okay, Ida Bandawe, what to search.
Oh yeah, okay, fine, thank you. All right, so basically what they would find at the craft house are the accessories, like I said, the earrings, the bags, the bonnets, the scrunchies, like hair accessories, what I'm wearing right now, the cardigan. This is also something that I just want to introduce, like add on the collection. So as we grow, there will be just more of the things that I can add. Maybe I might not mention them now, and you might see them when I post them.
Yes.
So you can easily find me on social media, the craft house, not Ida. You'll find my private account, but for the business it's the crafthouse.mw on TikTok, on Facebook, and on Instagram. So it directs you to my WhatsApp if you want to get something, you want to check my catalog out, or you just want to see the inspo on how I post regularly on Instagram, and then you can just also see the whole view of what I actually do.
Amazing.
Yes.
Girl, thank you so much for coming through and having a chat with us. Also, I had so much fun. I'm like so excited. I'm always excited to see creatives, especially young creatives. You know, we're tired of seeing people that have been in the industry for a long time, and it's good to see young people coming through and doing their thing. You know, we love to see it. We're rooting for you.
Thank you.
And hopefully next year we'll be talking a whole different language that we're launching. We're launching the craft
invite you.
You better. You better. So thank you so much for coming through.
Welcome, and thank you for giving me an opportunity to showcase my things on TV. It's really once in a lifetime, so I really do appreciate it. Maybe others can also get encouraged.
For sure. There must be.
They shouldn't just sit with ideas at home. Bring yourself out. People are there willing to support you.
All right. Amazing, ladies and gentlemen. Ida Bandawe from the Craft House. We just had a talk. We've talked about her journey, her craft, and everything in between. You know where to find her, the Craft House, whether it's on Facebook, TikTok. We're here to support everything Malawian made, and that is why Artbit is here, bringing you artisans and artists from Zanja to Chitipa. We love to see it. My name is Chisomo Nyirenda. Many thanks to you for watching, and until next time, stay creative.